I'm Janelle and this is toDIYfor. So I've used cement quite a few times in the past. Any of those previous DIYs I will link down below for you if you like the way that it looks, but I think it's a great product to work with and you can do so many different things with it. Plus, it's really quite affordable. This is still the same bag of cement that I'm using with all of the other DIYs that I've done. So I'm going to show you yet again another way that you can use cement in your decor. Here's the thing. It didn't exactly go as planned. I actually shot that before I made the DIY, which was a complete mistake because this is actually what ended up happening. So the idea here is use some cement to make some really cool coasters. Now this was pretty rocky, so I sifted through all of this to get out the big rocks. I mixed my cement up here and I was using containers like cottage cheese and sour cream and just the lids for them for the perfect sized coaster. So I let them set for 24 hours, shook out all the bubbles, and I went to use an X-Acto knife to peel off the back here. And I think what happened is that it was just too thin, because this is what happened. No! Okay, well, that didn't work. This sucks. Alright, we are going to have to come up with a new idea. But here's the thing. I mean, DIY projects fail all of the time. I just don't always share them with you. So I thought I'd share that one with you. We're all human, we make mistakes, sometimes things don't go as planned, but here's the thing. We can always get back up and try again. So I've got another DIY for you because I did not want to leave you empty-handed. So plan B was just materials I had at home. Some cork, I have this balsa wood from a previous DIY. I had stained it, so that's why it looks that color, but it's very thin, easy to work with. You can cut it with scissors. And I'm also using some tiles here as well. So these just peel off the back. But these are just materials that I had at home and I really like the idea that I came up with. So I'm cutting the cork here with an X-Acto knife to a 4x4 square. The tile I'm going to set in the inside, which is a 2x2 spot. So I cut out the cork and this tile, I forcibly put it inside so it's actually a really tight fit. We are going to secure that later though. So basically what's next is taking that balsa wood. Like I said, it's super easy to cut. I'm cutting it into 1-inch strips here and just using an X-Acto knife to do so. And if you're wondering, by the way, this wood came from a craft store like Michael's and it's really inexpensive. So I cut it into 4 strips here and each piece is going to nestle around this tile square. So each piece is 1 inch wide by 3 inches long because this is a 4x4x4 square. So that's just the measurements that worked out for me. All I did was hot glue them into place once I had them all cut to the proper side. While you're gluing them down, you want to have that line there of the wood flush with one line of the tile. And then that pattern just goes around the entire tile and it looks like something like this. On the back side, I did add a little bit of glue just around the circumference there, not a lot, so you don't have it stick up or anything. And I finished it off with some black acrylic paint all along the sides. You enjoyed that whole process. I know I sure did. I can't tell you how angry I was when those started crumbling on me, but nonetheless, still happy that I was able to come up with a DIY for you. If you enjoyed this whole process, seeing the whole real true thing as it happened, I can start to do my videos a little more like this and less structured for you if you're interested in seeing something like that. Feel free to let me know your comments down below. Also, I'm always taking suggestions for upcoming DIYs that you'd like to see me attempt to make. I say attempt because sometimes it doesn't always work out. And if you do make this DIY for yourself, please let me know and send me some photos. I'd love to see what it looks like. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Janelle Steeper and tag me in those photos so I can check them out. I will be back next week with a new DIY. Let's hope it works this time. Cheers, don't forget to subscribe.